Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's recipe is going to be one you're gonna love. It is a fruit crumble and it has been something I've been making every week. I love it. We have it every night. It's just the perfect sweet tooth craving, satisfying, and still healthy. So it's really simple and you can change out the fruit in this recipe so it never gets boring. And I just wanted to share it with you. I did a cooking demo class and we made this and everyone loved it. And I know you guys are gonna love it too at home. So this recipe actually came from the Forks Over Knives meal planner. That's an online service that you can make your weekly plan. You can pick different recipes. It has like breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, snacks, and I love it. I bought this sometime last year. I just did the 1-year plan. It's around $120 and it has like so many recipes, so many great ideas. And seriously, sometimes when I'm whipping up my own recipes and doing things, I just want something easy that I can print out. The grocery list, it's already done for me, and this does it. So if you're interested in it, I'll have a link below that'll give you like, I think, a free week of the meal planner or money off. I'm not 100% sure, but check out that link below if you want to check it out. They also have like a month-to-month payment you can do, which I think is around $20. But if I would have never signed up for the meal planner, and this is not sponsored, I would have never got this recipe, which has been like a huge hit in our house. So I'm going to tell you how the recipe did it, and then I kind of tweaked a couple things to change it up. So in our printed recipe, it says 2 chopped apples, which I did. I used some green apples here. And then in the recipe it says 1 cup of thawed frozen raspberries. Now you can change this out for any fruit, the apples or the raspberries. I've made this with all berries. I've made this with cherries. I've done pears. Right now I have green apples and strawberries, so you really just need 3 cups of whatever thawed fruit. So you can use frozen and let it thaw, or you can cut up fresh. I just have fresh right here. I actually did a little bit more than 3 cups. I just did a whole container of strawberries I had and 2 apples. So I mean, you really can't go wrong with this part. The crumble that we're gonna put on top of it and bake is, you can double it however you want to do. So this is it's just real simple. You can't mess it up. So I did 1 container of strawberries that I diced up and 2 green apples. And like I said, you could do 3 cups of thawed or fresh fruit. And then I put it in a silicone pan. This is a 9-inch pie pan. You could also do a loaf pan, whatever you'd like, but silicone so we don't have to worry about, you know, no oil. So I've been here. So I'm just gonna place this aside for a second. And then we're gonna make the crumble on top. So this is the part that's like gooey, and not gooey, but like just sweet and amazing, and the crumble that you wanna make. So you don't wanna miss this, but it's really simple. So all you need is half a cup of old-fashioned rolled oats. I have mine right here. Put it in a bowl. And then you want to take half of a cup of old-fashioned rolled oats again, and you want to make it into oat flour. So I just put it in my high-speed blender, pulsed it until it made a fine powder. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it makes a flour. So that's half a cup and half a cup. Really simple. You're going to use half a teaspoon of baking powder. And then for the sweetness of this, I changed something here. On the recipe, it calls for 2 tablespoons of pure maple syrup. You can do that too. I'm actually out of maple syrup at this moment, and I've done it with date syrup as well. It's perfect. So I just, again, took some hot water and some dates, blended in my high-speed blender to make my own date paste. And you can Google how to make date paste on the internet as well, but you need 2 tablespoons. This is gonna make everything really come together and be nice and thick. And then we're gonna add 1 more ingredient and we're done. Super simple, right? So the last ingredient that we're gonna add is raw almond butter. And you don't wanna miss this step. This will make dessert for myself for 4 days. So I split this up into 4 different servings. So I'm getting 1 tablespoon of raw almond butter per 4 servings. So if you're afraid of nuts, don't be. This one is still okay. It's mainly oats. So I'm just gonna go ahead, and I only have a tiny little bit of almond butter left, but I'm just gonna take 1 tablespoon, and then we're gonna stir it together until it makes nice and clumps, and kind of you can pinch it and then we're gonna put it on top and bake it. It is so easy. Now the only other thing that I kind of tweaked was the cook time. It also on the regular recipe, it says you could do a pinch of sea salt. I just leave that out. It's fine, you don't need it. The cook time for the regular recipe says preheat to 425 and cook for 20 minutes. Now, since we put this almond butter in here, this is a high protein, high fat food. Dr. Greger talks about it, cooking it on low. So what I do is I put this at 250 degrees and bake it for an hour. You could do either or, it'll turn out the same. I just don't want to cook it on a high heat for that reason. So it's totally up to you, whatever you want to do. So I'm gonna go wash my hands and then stir this and show you how we put it together, and it's over. You're gonna want to make this for dessert today, I promise. All I did after I mixed the topping was put it over the fruit, as you saw in the last clip. And if you guys like that, that's because I have this document camera. So you can leave me a comment below and let me know if you like that, if you like seeing it. I'm still kind of figuring out my style of making these videos. But that's pretty much it. It's really simple. We're going to pop this in the oven. Like I said, I'm going to do it at 250 for an hour. And when we get it out, it's going to be nice. All of the fruit is going to be tender. It's going to have like a little bit of a browner crisp to it, and it'll be ready to eat. So I'm gonna go pop this into the oven. I'll see you guys after it's all done. It's really simple. You guys are gonna need to make it. This just came out of the oven and I just gave it a quick toss into the bowl. It is so good. Oh my gosh. It's like perfection. Oh my goodness. It's so good for you. You guys are gonna wanna make this. You could top it with some ice cream. That's what we did at my cooking demo. If you're around the Pittsburgh area and you'd like to come to a cooking class, I'll also leave a link to find out. We have like 4 different groups all around Pittsburgh. We do educational topics, we do workshops, we do grocery visits, we do cooking classes. It's great. So if you're around Pittsburgh, make sure you check that out. And if you are struggling to really make whole food plant-based meals, you're not trying to make your week, look at that meal planner because it makes it really simple, and this recipe was on it and it's such a winner. So I will also leave a coupon code for that below. I hope you guys have a great Easter week. Make sure you like, thumbs up this video, subscribe if you're not, leave me a comment, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.